Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Transitions Collective. I'm your host, Mary Clavier, and this week I'm speaking with Holly Gillen of Holly G Studios. Holly is your go-to video gal. So we're going to talk all about what it means to have video in your business, what her process looks like, and why you need to evaluate what you're doing and adapt over time. I hope you enjoy the episode. Hi Holly, welcome to the show.
Hi, Mary. Thank you so much for having me.
Hi, yeah, I'm so excited to have you here, talk all about video, the do's and don'ts, and whatever other, top secret things that people don't think about.
All the top secrets.
Right. Right. Okay, so we'll jump right in. But first, can you tell the audience a little bit about yourself and your business?
Sure, absolutely. So my name is Holly G. I am your go-to video gal, and my business is Holly G Studios. And what I do is I teach online entrepreneurs, leaders in their fields, how to go from confused to confident and fearful to fearless on both sides of the camera. And I do this by teaching them the skills they need to create not just video, but what I call business cinema. And business cinema is the way that I describe the next level video. So it's video with a plan, a purpose, a system, and a strategy. Not just creating videos for the sake of creating videos, but actually creating videos that help move your business forward, because that's really important.
Right. Yes. Very important. Yes. You're going to be talking right to me today, Holly. It's going to be awesome. Okay, great. So some of the audience, I would say is, earlier on in their business, or they're not really using video so much right now. So what do you say to people that aren't using video in their business? Does everyone need to use it?
No. My quick answer to that is no. So obviously, like with any marketing strategy or anything that you want to implement in your business, if it doesn't feel good for you, if it's not like in alignment, then don't do it. Like I don't like Twitter or Snapchat, so I'm just not going to use those. I don't care who tells me to use them or how much business somebody says they're getting from them. I'm just not going to use them because I don't enjoy it. And I like to do things that are fun and enjoyable in my business because I'm in charge. But, I want to make a distinction here because I think that you shouldn't not use video just because you are fearful or you're not sure where to start, or, you're using that as an excuse, like, oh, video's not for me. And you're using it as an excuse to kind of hold you back because you're not sure or you're trepidatious about getting started. So there's a distinction there. If it's totally not for you, then don't use it. Like for real, don't use it because it's not going to be fun and that's going to show, right? It's going to show on your face, in your body language when you're, doing video, whether it's live or pre-recorded video. And that doesn't send out a good vibe or message. It's a lose-lose.
Right.
But if you just are afraid, then you need to get over it.
Yeah. Well said. Tough love. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Because, and there's just different ways you can use it, and it doesn't have to be you all the time. Right. So maybe
absolutely. That's the other thing. Like you can, start slow and then build up, build your video muscles up. You don't have to be full face to camera, making YouTube videos 3 times a week, when you get started. You can start with, creating videos for friends, or biz buddies, just behind the scenes, using Instagram stories and not even showing your face at first, just using your voice and, showing other things. And then as you start to get more comfortable, you can start, really flexing those muscles and start to incorporate video in different ways.
So how can video help someone's business?
Oh, there's so many benefits. I feel like, when clients come to me, they're like, I feel like I already know you. Like I'm your super fan, or like, all of these things. Yeah. And it's so flattering, obviously. Yeah. But it is because of the power of video, because my videos are there. They're me doing the talking, doing the, the value sharing, and doing the, building of my know, like, trust factors while I'm not there.
Right.
I'm there, but I'm not there, and it gives people an opportunity to connect with you and really see who you are, your personality. They can see your mannerisms. They hear the tone in your voice. They see, into your eyes. It's so much more powerful than, just copy or, other, just your voice. Right. So it's really kind of touching on all of the senses and gives people a much more intimate view into who you are. And it's also great for attracting and repelling the right and wrong people, right?
Yeah.
If there are dozens and dozens and dozens of people who do what you do, no one will ever do it the way that you do it because there is no other you, right?
Right.
There's things that are about you that are distinctive, and it's easy to showcase those with videos and attract people who are like, yes, Holly's my person, Mary's my person.
Right.
Or be like, I don't like Holly, her voice annoys me, I don't want to work with her. That's totally fine, don't work with me.
Right.
That's
That
better for me.
Before. Right.
And it will be better for you. But in addition to that, like, it also improves SEO. So there's a stat, it's 53 times more, your web pages are 53 times more likely to land on the first page of a Google search if you have embedded video on them.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good
So, I mean, the benefits far outweigh any of the negatives as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And outweigh being just not doing it because you're scared.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, there's a time and a place. You need to embrace those fears and learn how to push past that if you want to grow your business.
Right. Okay. So how about if someone gets started and they're doing small videos, say they're doing the stories and maybe posting some short clips, what would their next level be? What should they be doing next? Like, I know people think like, oh, well, I don't have the right equipment or this or that. When do they do those kinds of things?
I say start with what you have and then upgrade as you go. I know I've seen this firsthand many a times where people are like, I don't have the fancy stuff, so I'm just not going to make videos. Or now I have the fancy stuff, but I don't know how to use any of it. So it really is just a stumbling block. You know, it's something that is just in the way, holding you back. It's an excuse for you to procrastinate the plan and not actually take action.
I love that.
Right. So it has nothing to do with the equipment. There are people who are making amazing videos with just their smartphones.
Yeah.
And it's the people who are out there taking action who are going to, you know, really thrive and, you know, really reap the benefits of doing that than somebody who's just like, I don't have the right stuff. So knock that video block down and know that you have everything that you need within 3 feet of you right now. And it's just a matter of getting started, practicing, getting comfortable in that position, and knowing that you're not alone. Like, everybody had to start with their first video. Nobody skipped over that step and went to like the 100th video and now they're like super cool on video. Myself included, even though I come from a professional video production background and had spent lots and lots of time, you know, behind the camera, I didn't spend as much time in front of the camera. So when I transitioned, I was like, this is going to be easy. I'm a professional. I've got all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, you're in headlights.
Deep
like,
breath.
This is what it's like over here. This is crazy. So, you know, I had to go through my own transition to be able to be beneficial for the members of my audience who are waiting to learn what I have to share with them.
Right.
The thing is, sorry, my dog's barking.
It's okay. We've had dogs on the show before. Make an appearance.
So the thing is, you have to take the focus off of yourself and start to realize, like, you have something powerful to share. You have something that somebody out there is waiting for you to say, and only the way that you can say it. And they need you. So don't give up on those people and don't give up on yourself.
Love that. Yes. Everyone listen to that. Okay. So how about in terms of, if they want to see if their videos, for example, are worth their time, like if they started doing videos, and how do they see, or how do they know if something is working or not?
Sure. I always recommend experimenting, right? Okay. So you have to experiment with different things. And then, you know, first and foremost, know why you're doing it in the first place. If you don't know why, that's really, actually, I teach my clients about the 4 pillars of pre-production, which are why, who, what, and how. And I'd say, like, literally, if you don't know the answers to these questions, put your camera down and walk away. This is the foundational piece. Like, you shouldn't continue to make videos, like I said in my intro, like making videos all willy-nilly just for the sake of making videos. That's great in the beginning when you're practicing and you're just getting started. But after that, you have to get a little bit serious about the strategy and the systems that you're implementing so that you're not just wasting your time, because video is time consuming. It
Yeah.
takes time to, research the content, come up with the ideas, write the scripts, record the videos, edit the videos, upload the videos, promote the videos. There's a lot that goes into it. So you don't want to just be doing it, like, "Oh, I did it and nobody watched."
I know. Yeah. And nobody watched. Yeah.
There has to be a deeper strategy behind that. And it starts with the 4 pillars of pre-production: why, who, what, how. So first and foremost, why are you actually making videos? Why does it matter to you? Why should anybody even care? How
Right.
does it fit into the bigger picture of your business? So you can reverse engineer your content so that you are actually, priming your audience and educating them and delivering value in a way that positions you as an expert and authority, and positions your products as the solution to the things that are troubling your audience, right? So beyond that, who are you talking to? You need to know who, and it's not everybody, because if it's everybody, it's nobody.
Nobody.
You really need to pick a specific target audience, that you want to address. For me, I have 3 levels, but really 2 that I kind of speak to: my rising stars, my leading ladies, and my celebrity A-listers. They're all people who are on different tracks as far as their videos are concerned, and all people that would be great clients for me, and
Mm-hmm.
people who I know that I could help take from where they are to where they want to be. So that's my who. Then what? So what do those people want to know? What is keeping them up at night? What are their burning questions? What are their common questions? What are their problems? How could you solve those problems for them? So that would end up being your content. And then if you know why, who, and what, but you don't know how you're actually going to get it done, like, I don't have the fancy stuff, so I can't do it, then you're just going to stay stuck at procrastination station, planning until the cows come home. I've talked to people who are years into it and they're like, I'm in the same spot I was 2 years ago. And I'm like, but why? So don't do that. You need to know how you're actually going to make it happen. And by how, I mean, what do you have? What equipment do you have? What resources do you have? Both time, money, do you have a team? Do you have things that you want to hire out? If you do, you need a budget. If you want to hire somebody like me to work with you so that you can produce videos on a higher level in a more strategic way, you need to plan for those things. And also time, because it's a little time consuming to do, if you're going to be the one doing all of the work. So you either have time or you have money,
Right.
or you have both. But usually it's one or the other. And you need to, assess that out so you can be realistic. Like, don't say you're going to make 3 videos a week when you've never made 1 video a week.
Right.
Start off with realistic expectations. And if you don't have a team or other people helping you, do what you can with what you have, and then grow and expand.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Because I think people just stop before they even start because of all those things you just said. And
yeah. You really need to be clear on that. That's like first and foremost, for sure.
Yeah. And then how about for like platforms? I mean, I know a lot of people they're in Insta stories right now a lot, but then there's like IGTV and YouTube. Do those have different purposes? Like why someone would use one over another?
Yeah, absolutely. So when people are asking me about like, which platform should I use? My first piece of advice is, which one do you want to use, right? Because remember in the beginning, I said, if somebody tells me to use Twitter or Snapchat, I'm going to be like, yeah, no, thanks.
Right.
Everybody's like, everybody loves Snapchat. Quick, run over to Snapchat.
Right.
I don't want to use Snapchat.
Maybe
So.
for IGTV, it was kind of like that. People were like, oh, IGTV is new, so I have to get in right away and that kind of thing. But it seems
if it's something that you don't like, then don't use it, right? So that's first and foremost. What do you like? Then secondly, where's your audience, right? Because you want to be talking to where you want to go, where your people are.
Right.
But you also want to have fun while you're there. So for me, that's Instagram and YouTube and Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
That's really where I spend a majority of my time and, create a lot of my content. If you're working more with the corporate clients or, different types of businesses, maybe LinkedIn is your thing.
Yeah.
So you really need to assess that out for yourself and determine which is going to be the best platform, and then focus on one. Don't try to do all of them at the same time, because you're going to burn yourself out, especially when you're getting started. And if you don't have a team to help you, do all of the things, then choose one, focus on that. pick your parameters, your guidelines, your goals, your milestones, and, give it a good go.
Yeah. And how about things like hashtags or keywords or that kind of thing? Those are important in like the body of your video text, right? Or like
Specifically with YouTube, definitely keywords. The metadata is essential. You really need to focus on optimizing your metadata. And that's the titles, the keywords, the tags, the description, all of those things, the thumbnail. And that is because YouTube is a search engine. At the end of the day, it is the second largest search engine, and people are going to YouTube to search for answers to their problems, or solutions to their problems. They are searching to be entertained or educated in some way or another, or they just want to go watch music videos or gossip TV. I don't know, lots of stuff. But it's through the search that you're going to be able to maximize the potential for your videos. And that's really what the power and the platform of YouTube is all about. Is it about, getting found through search? Everybody starts with 0 subscribers, just FYI. Right? So you go over there, you start your channel, you have 0 subscribers. If you have a built-in audience, you might want to be like, hey guys, I'm over on YouTube, come over and check that out. And then you can, fill in from 0 to whatever. And then from there, it's a great place to attract new people who are searching for the solutions that you have.
Okay. And when they search, I've heard varying things on this too. Length of video.
Length of video, no longer than it needs to be, is my opinion on that.
Yeah.
Don't tell me something in 10 minutes that you could have told me in 3 minutes, because now I'm going to be mad that you wasted my time. And guess what? I'm not coming back. I'm all about #F the fluff. It is not about the length. It's about the quality and the depth of the video, in my opinion. So if that means it's going to take me 10 minutes to tell you something, then that's how long it's going to take. If it's going to take me 2 minutes, then that's totally fine as well. It's about the retention rate. So, if you've gone too long, or, hemmed and hawed, or got lost in your train of thought, you're going to lose your audience, and that's going to be detrimental to the overall effect that you're trying to create with your channel and your videos.
Yeah. And then people will be turned off. Yeah.
Exactly. Here's a good rule of thumb. Don't do things that you don't like that other people do.
That's great. Yeah. Because it's, what would you watch? Well, that's if you would want to attract the people that are like you, right? So
exactly,
who you wanted to be working with,
And I have a formula that I use and that I teach. It is the video script formula, and it is thriller, filler, spiller. This is specifically for YouTube. You want to thrill your audience immediately. Say something captivating, engaging, something that's going to pique somebody's curiosity. Tell them what you're going to tell them, right? So if I'm creating a video about how to write a video script, I might start off by saying something like, in this video, I am breaking down my personal process for how I create video scripts for YouTube super fast. Stay tuned all the way to the end, because I have a worksheet that I created just for you. So now I did 2 things in there. I let people know exactly what was going to happen, and then I ask them to stay all the way to the end so that they watch the entire video, creating a very good audience retention rate. And at the end, I'm going to give them a powerful tool that they can download if they come over to my website and give me their email address.
Right.
So that was the thrill. Then the fill, I'm going to deliver on the promise that I made. So I'm going to fill them in with the value. So here's the formula. It's thriller, filler, spiller, blah, 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 blah. And then at the end, thank you so much for watching. Here is the link to go and grab that free downloadable if you want to check that out, and make sure to subscribe and like the video. Leave me a comment below. Did this help you? Something along that line.
Yeah. Awesome.
Is the spill, sorry.
Right. And how about for, these are just random, not random, but more technical kind of things. Like, how about in terms of consistency? You're supposed to be consistent with your videos too, right? Especially for YouTube, because then it will help the algorithms, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a TV show. Like if your TV show, you like watching whatever is your favorite TV show on TV, and it comes on Wednesdays at 8:00. And then all of a sudden they're on Thursday at 2:00. And you're like, what the hell? Then all of a sudden they're gone for 3 weeks. You're like, I'm over this show.
Right.
It's annoying, right? So you do want to remain consistent. Although, I have personally fallen off my horse quite a few times and taken a video break when I feel like I need to take a break and get some, fresh perspective and inspiration for sure.
Right. Right. But then that doesn't mean that it's a reason to not go back.
No, absolutely.
Then you go back.
You can totally be like, I fell off my horse. I'm back, people. This is what we got going on. And it happens, and it's totally fine. But, generally speaking, you want to remain as consistent as possible, because that is what's going to help you achieve the greatest result in the shortest period of time.
And do you think IGTV, is that just more of like an entertainment kind of thing? I mean, I see people using it a lot of different ways, but.
Yeah, I think for me, the verdict is still out. I think there are, benefits for sure. But for me, I feel like it was a little redundant, and I could potentially cross-pollinate some of my content as opposed to replant it, create complementary content for IGTV. But I feel like for me personally, the benefit did not outweigh the expense.
The work of, doing.
For me. And this is, again, goes back to not trying to focus on 10 different things at the same time. Like I don't want to do that right now. I have my platforms that I'm focusing on, and I'm building those, and I don't want to get distracted.
Right.
That's shiny.
Yeah. Versus if someone has just started and they like IGTV or they like Instagram and they're already there, then maybe it makes sense for them to use.
Absolutely. So that's where it goes back into your why and what's important for you and why you're actually doing it and where your people are and what you want to use. Like if you're all about the Instagram and all your people are over there, and that's where people expect you to show up and participate and have conversations and create value and deliver content, then by all means, it's there. It's a powerful tool. Use it.
Right. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. How about for people that are a little farther along? Maybe they do have the videos, they've started videos, and now they want to optimize a little bit. What would you tell them are important, like maybe data points that they should be looking at for what they decide to do next?
Yeah, you definitely need a strategy. You need to be reverse engineering your content. You need to be creating content upgrades and, determining ways that you can make your videos work harder for you in a smarter way. Yeah. So it really, the advice is specific depending on the platform and the strategy that you want to go with.
Right. But it's important to look at that when the time comes. You can't be like beginner stage forever. So
absolutely. Once you get over the fear of the camera and putting yourself out there, and visibility and vulnerability, which are huge things, next is to really focus in on strategy.
Okay, great. Thank you, Holly. Okay. I want to ask you also, if you had, what do you think is the number one piece of advice that you would give someone? Sorry, there's probably a few things, but pick your top one. That's like,
well, it would be depending on who I was talking to. So who is this someone?
Okay, let's do two levels then. The people that aren't doing any video right now.
Okay.
Let's do them first.
Do it. Let's just get started already. If you need help or support, I have a free challenge coming up in early September or mid-September. Hop on in there. If not, set up your own thing where you're in your room and you're making videos. You don't have to show them to anybody, but it's just a matter of getting in front of the camera, putting yourself in that position, and gaining that valuable experience. I equate it to riding a bike or driving a car, right? First time you get on a bike, you're like, oh my God, I hope I don't fall and smash my face. But, you have somebody holding you up, training wheels maybe. I might be back there like, come on, we could do it. And then before you know it, you're like, yeah, I'm doing it. And it just, you have to put yourself in that position. Same thing like, driving the car. The first time you got in a car, you're like, I don't know what all these buttons do and which pedal does what. And you have to get in the car and drive it to be able to figure that out. And you might have a driving instructor who's helping you with the tips so you don't like crash into stuff and learn how to parallel park properly. But you still need to get in there and do the work, right? And now you get in the car, you're like, you don't even think about it.
Right.
And video will be the same thing, but you really just need to get started for sure.
Yeah, I listened to a podcast episode with Rachel Hollis the other day, and she was talking about how she doesn't she leaves up like her very first blog post she ever had, like she leaves it up because she said it's like, basically she said it's like a train wreck, and she was such a beginner and she just had to do it, but it's a reminder, like you start somewhere and
Absolutely.
you just have to do it. Right.
Everybody has that first video. You go back and look
Right.
at mine. I have a pink blazer on. It's awful. I forgot. I did like 400 takes, and the last one that was like, I was like, I'm not doing another one. This is good enough. I forgot to turn my mic on, so that was great.
So it happens to everyone, even the video professionals.
Oh, and it happens all the time. I was just talking to somebody the other day, and I mentioned that, sometimes I record multiple takes, and my Instagram stories are like, you do? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it's not live. I can make, like, if I'm like,
right.
I can do another take if I don't like it.
For sure. That. Right. Yeah. Why not? Okay. And how about if we're also talking to someone that's been in video for a little bit with their video?
I would say, you really need to nail down your strategy and start creating videos in a more purposeful way. Mm-hmm. And, really focus in on making those videos work for you. That's really what I dig into with, I have a group program that I run. It's all about, digging into the strategy and all of the things, including, production and post-production and how to prepare and create scripts and do all of that stuff. So really kind of figuring out how to do everything you're doing on a higher level with more strategy and lots more systems so that you're able to do it faster. And then with my one-on-one clients, I work with either them and their team, or them to, really flesh out systems and create a smoother process and flow so that you're able to, really kind of navigate it very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah. Because otherwise, I mean, you could spend all your time doing that. And then it's like, what else are you doing? So it needs to be fast. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a question that I ask everyone that comes on the show.
Yep.
About their transition from corporate. So what skill from your corporate life has helped you the most as an entrepreneur?
I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say it was something that I learned in corporate. It was something that was innate in me. So I just kind of carried it around wherever I went, and it was super valuable for anybody who ever hired me, which was my ability to, really produce, like create systems, organize things, manage projects. I would go into a work environment and be like, there's no systems here. Like, how are you guys even functioning? Like, and I can, take a look at things from a bird's eye perspective and, really start kind of taking all the pieces and putting them together in a very organized fashion. I used to create like working manuals to show people how to do everything. And I remember I was working at this one job, and this girl was like, I was scared to work with you. She's like, you are very like, this is how we're doing it, and this is how it's going to get done. I'm also an ENTJ and a Capricorn, so I'm extremely organized, efficient, driven, and I like systems. And this is a skill that I found that really lent itself to, being a video producer and being able to, manage video productions and projects and things like that.
Well, and you definitely need that as an entrepreneur, because if you don't, you fall to pieces. So. Yeah. Like between process and drive and everything. So yeah, no, that was a great one. I like that. Okay. Can you please tell everyone where they can find you and if they would want to learn more about your work and everything?
Sure. You can come on over to hollygstudios.com. I have fun freebies that kind of change out every so often, depending on what I'm running live. And you can figure out, you can see different ways to work with me as well there.
Okay, great. And then does it link also to your YouTube?
Yes, my YouTube channel is Holly. I'm everywhere at Holly G Studios. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all the fun places.
Okay, cool. Okay. Holly, thank you so much. This was fantastic. I'm sure everyone, whether they're ready or not, they're like at their next video, let's go.
It's time to do it. Let's do it. Thank you so much for having me on, Mary. This was a blast.
Thanks so much. Okay, bye.
Bye.
I loved all of Holly's insider tips and tricks for video. I especially liked when she talked about procrastinating, because I think that happens to a lot of us. Now, that's not specific to video, but I found that Yeah, I thought that was a good word for it, because I think a lot of times we procrastinate and plan, and we say we're planning, hoping that we're doing something, but we're really not. So I really like that. But my real key takeaways from her were about her video strategy of knowing the why, what, who, and how. I think that's super important, and it can also translate to a lot of other things. But really knowing why you're doing it, what you're doing, who you're doing it for, and how you're going to do it. And then the other thing that I really liked was her methodology for thriller, filler, spiller. So really engaging the audience first, then delivering on the promise, and then, connecting with them afterwards. So those are some things that I'm going to even try for my own work and projects that I do. Hopefully you found this enjoyable. If you'd like to connect with Holly, you can find her on YouTube and Instagram and the other platforms, Holly G Studios. I'll have everything in the show notes. And as always, if you'd like to connect with me, I'm at mary@thetransitionscollective.com. I'd love to hear from you. I'll put it into practice now. If you would like, review, subscribe, all of the things for this video, please feel free. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.